Massive release from Hot Toys today, so let's take a look. Sorry folks, I absolutely couldn't help myself there. Hi everyone and welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and today Hot Toys have finally released the Luke Skywalker 1/6 scale figure from the Season 2 finale episode of The Mandalorian. Let's face it, if you're a Mandalorian fan like myself and you're a collector like myself, that was one of the highlights of those two seasons. I think we can all agree there. And when it comes to Mandalorian, I'm not a completionist. When it comes to collecting in general, I am not a completionist. I don't have the time, the space, the money to own everything, so I have to be selective. When it comes to Mandalorian, I'm all about collecting those key moments from those key episodes that I absolutely love. So obviously this one here on screen, the Boba Robot 2-pack from the return of Boba Fett when he gets his armor back, the Ahsoka episode, and then of course a version of the Durasteel and the Beskar, and I think I'm set. But this one, for me, this was one of the ones I was holding off, and you probably have guessed why. I really wanted to see what that head sculpt turned out like, because considering they de-aged Mark Hamill and it was CGI Luke, I thought they did a great job. But I heard a lot of people complaining that it wasn't, good enough or whatever, but I actually thought they did a great job for what it was. And then I believe the story is someone on the internet did like deepfake technology and actually improved it, and then they hired that person, and apparently that's why it's so much better in the Book of Boba Fett, because I have to say they absolutely nailed it in the Book of Boba Fett, but I still thought it was pretty good in Season 2 Mandalorian. Anyway, so this particular figure was on my wait list. I hadn't pre-ordered it yet because it falls into those categories of like, I want the figure, but I really want to see what the head sculpt turned out like, and I don't think it's too bad to say this, I think this is the best 1/6 scale Luke Skywalker Mark Hamill likeness that Hot Toys have done to date. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me in the comment section down below. And that's funny because this is based on a CGI version, but I actually think this could be a good stand-in for Return of the Jedi. Anyway, look, we'll take a look at this. Sorry again, can't help myself. This is $330, the deluxe version that comes with this damaged Dark Trooper, just the top half of the Dark Trooper, must be on an acrylic stand or something like that, and a Grogu and all that. And then the regular version doesn't come with this battle damaged Dark Trooper. So we're going to take a look at this. Okay, head sculpt. I actually think that's better than the prototype personally. I think this is more lifelike, which is strange because it's CGI Luke. I do still think the hair looks like a clip-on, but I was interested before, and now that I see the head sculpt, I think I'm going to have to get this, because then I'll be set up for my own Mandalorian display. Like I mentioned at the start of this particular video, I'm not a completionist. I don't need everything from the Mandalorian. I have the Durasteel, I have the deluxe Beskar. I am tempted towards that shiny Beskar, but I might just actually hold strong on that. The Ahsoka's en route, the Boba Robot 2-pack, and I think they be my moments. Because I think of the Mandalorian, I think of this episode, I think of the Ahsoka episode, the return of Boba Fett when he gets his armor back, and obviously I like to have the representation of the Mandalorian. The show was called The Mandalorian, and that Beskar Mando still holds up. I don't care what anyone says, I think it's still a great figure, but I can understand why people would want to get the chromed up version. Anyway, this is what we're here to talk about today. $330 for the deluxe, $285 I believe, quick look here, on Sideshow $285. The deluxe, if I'm not careful, I want to make sure I have this right. 1 second, I want to make sure I'm giving you the correct information. I don't buy from Sideshow, but sometimes it's a good indication if you would want to maybe... I wouldn't panic if something hits waitlist or low stock. I don't really buy from them, but maybe it's an indicator of just I take note. Maybe I take note. I don't think there's a conspiracy, but at the same time, I don't panic either. So the collector edition, yeah, low stock remaining. The exclusive, so that's obviously still the regular edition with some sort of I presume one of those things, the holograms or whatever. So that's not low stock. That's strange. The deluxe version without the exclusive parts is low stock, and then the deluxe version with the exclusive pack limited to one per person on Sideshow, and that actually is not. So anyway, they're still there anyway if you want them. So this head sculpt I think looks good. I think it's actually the best Mark Hamill likeness we've seen to date in terms of Hot Toys 1/6 scale. I mean, I have the Snowspeeder Luke, and even if I get this one, although I don't have this one in hand, I still think that Snowspeeder one, that is the one for me. It's Empire Strikes Back, it's my favorite Star Wars movie. I love the X-Wing, and even though that's a Snowspeeder suit, it's very similar to the X-Wing. Let's be honest, I love the orange, the weathered look. It was my favorite figure, best pickup of two. Well, actually, let me rephrase it. It was, I think, the best released figure of 2022. My best pickup was probably that RoboCop behind me, but that didn't obviously, or the T800, they didn't get released in 2022. Completely going off on a side tangent here. If you're still here, hit that like and subscribe button. Right, let's take a look at this. 285 for the, I suppose, the regular, 330 for the deluxe. They're still there in Sideshow and other retailers. You got the black cloak, you got the tunic. I think the head sculpt looks great. Bit of a Lego head, I'm not gonna lie, it's still very obvious that probably clips on, or even if it doesn't clip on, it looks like it clips on. Kind of a bit of a Lego head. However, I do think that's screen accurate, that kind of weird bowl cut thing he's got going on. But for me, and I think a lot of people are going to pose it with the hood up, to be honest. I mean, I like to take advantage of both looks. I pose it with the hood up sometimes, with the hood off other times, but it's great that you don't have to cover up this. Like, if you really wanted this guy and you were worried about the head sculpt, I know some people love this character so much that even if the head sculpt didn't turn out that great, they probably would still get it and put the hood up. But now you've got the option. I do think it's better than the head. Like, look at that. That looks great. The only thing is, this is not a USB powered lightsaber. Unfortunately, it's the regular old lightsabers they have with the batteries and probably that weird arm thing and all that kind of stuff. Very disappointing. But look, the prototype, they didn't say it was a USB lightsaber. The first USB lightsaber figure that we were promised was the Obi-Wan from the Kenobi show, and then followed by that Darth Vader. Come on, that has to be very high up on everyone's anticipation list, I think, for releases this year or next year. I think it comes out it's scheduled, I think, for the end of this year, start of next year. Anyway, they have USB powered, so does the Revan, the Grand Inquisitor. This does not. I think if I was getting this though, I'd need a CCFL. I'd need one of those custom sabers. I'd want this lit up personally. I mean, I've got the Kenobi there above me. He's just holding the his lightsaber from that, as if he's about to light it up from that scene in A New Hope, and that's exactly the way I want him posed like that, because it's such a lifelike figure. I don't want to actually put the blade on. I wouldn't rule out getting a CCFL for him either, and a bunch of those kind of like wireless plugs and stuff to turn them on and off. I think that'd be pretty cool. Might kind of wire the detofs and have them all lit up. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, if I'm getting this, which I do think I'm gonna get a CCFL. It's gonna have something like that and get them all lit up like that, because this just looks superb. Yeah, and even I like the Dark Trooper. I don't have a Dark Trooper. I am a Trooper collector, but I tend to be like, you know, man or clone in armor type of Trooper collector. Love this diorama half of a Dark Trooper. I really liked the Dark Trooper's role that they played in season 2 of Mandalorian, particularly in the last episode. I loved how they showed Din Djarin really struggling just to take out one. And I remember in my mind, I was thinking, how is he going to manage with the other like 20 or how many there was? And especially when they were blown out the airlock, came back, but I was thinking, right, they're in trouble. There was a genuine sense of urgency. Like, I wasn't, okay, he's definitely going to get out of this. I was kind of going, no, this is not looking good. Which made Luke's appearance all the more better, because it showed the power of the Jedi and stuff like that. And it was really cool. This actually, top half, this battle damage version, if you do have a regular Dark Trooper, you can separate the legs from the torso and clip on this battle damage version. So if I was getting this, which I more than likely am, CCFL, absolutely. Deluxe version, 100%, because I'd want to do that pose where he's just looking forward with his saber and he's kind of going like that, using the Force to crush one of these. I need to watch this again, because this was just phenomenal. Loving the cloak, loving the belt, the tunic, the blade. I know this is Photoshop, but still, this was a very welcome release. We knew it was coming. I didn't expect it to drop today. I knew it was on the way, but I didn't really expect it today. But like I think the photographer's done a great job of this. Really cool. They look like movie stills. Yeah, so obviously you can clearly see this. From the waist down, it's clean, because that must have came from a regular Dark Trooper. Like I said earlier on the video, you can separate the legs from the upper torso. So this person has got a regular Dark Trooper, separated them at the waist, and clipped on the clean version legs with the messed up version or battle damage Dark Trooper. Dark Trooper lights up as well. I think there's 3 different settings. I think it can just be on or pulsate, or there's different kind of ways in which it look like sparks and kind of a pulsing glow underneath. And this looks really good. So he's obviously throwing the battle damage torso at one of the Dark Troopers coming in. Like, even you can see there now, say whatever you know, my opinion is on the head sculpt, the hair sculpt. You gotta admit that this, like, I think the likeness of Mark Hamill is done really, really well. Love the fact that he had the glove there as well. Got the gloved right hand. And like the appeal for the chrome Mandalorian was obviously the chrome armor and the Pedro Pascal head sculpt. I actually love the fact that with the deluxe version you got that handlebar from the swoop bike or whatever it was, and then the all the different packets for that they had the crate dragon meat wrapped up in, and the boba armor and the satchel. I think there was a lot of the accessories with that particular version of Mandalorian which were up there with just as good as having the shiny chrome or the head sculpt and everything. But this might actually help to sell a few more of the, you know, the Mandalorian with the head sculpt as well, to recreate this scene. And R2's, like, let's face it, I'm holding out. I do think we're going to get an R2. Like, come on, an R2 and a C-3PO of a original trilogy, that is the ultimate 2-pack. Maybe we'll get it for Return of the Jedi. Probably not. I think maybe 50th anniversary, A New Hope, if I'm still here and I'm still collecting, maybe they're going to do the 2-pack there with the shiny gold Oscar C-3PO and then the R2-D2. But I mean, I do need an R2D2, but I do want a branded original trilogy one. I don't collect prequels, although I do think that R2D2 from the prequels, from Attack of the Clone Wars 20th anniversary, does look great. All of this looks great. 330 for the deluxe, 285 for the 285 for the regular version. This, I love that. I think the cape drapes very well. Obviously, there's a bit of doctoring going on here, maybe photoshopped or. Maybe I don't think it's wired. I don't think the cape's wired. I could be wrong on that. I might quickly check this. Just in the sideshow site. Where's all the details here? I don't like the new layout of the site. What's in the box? Authentic features new. Can't see anything about the cape. One black colored long sleeve suit. One black colored Jedi cloak. I don't think it's wired. No, don't think it's wired. Yeah, photographer's done a great job. Like, and the thing is, to me, if I took a quick look at that, I'm thinking, that's Return of the Jedi Luke. I mean, it's strange. I do think this is the best. Like I've said 3 times now in this video, I think this is the best 1/6 scale Hot Toys Mark Hamill head sculpt they've done. And I have the snow speeder behind me, but like, yeah, it looks like him, but I always pose him with the helmet anyway, so it's just really the chin is the only thing that needs to look like him. But with the helmet off and the hairpiece on, it's not 100% Mark Hamill. The Return of the Jedi Luke, I don't think that's 100% either, or the Bespin. Everything I've seen so far, with the exception the Bespin Luke that's coming out, does look good, but it's not out yet. This gives me more confidence for that. This on screen here looks like Return of the Jedi Luke to me. So I think this would be a perfect stand-in, although we all know that the Return of the Jedi cloak is actually a dark brown and not a black, but I always thought it was black growing up. Like, that looks very vintage to me now, that pose there. All of this looks great. Even that looks great. And you can see the light coming up there. It is battery powered, and it does, it pulsates and stuff like that. Yeah, look, that's pretty much the end of this video. I wonder how many guys are going to get like a guy in a white t-shirt and jeans to stand in there. Kind of looks like the same style of door that the that extra was spotted on set or whatever. But yeah, this looks great. I love the vintage style here that you have going on here. It was on the wish list. I haven't pre-ordered it. I wanted to see the head sculpt. I've seen the head sculpt. I'm satisfied with the head sculpt. Yeah, I think the deluxe version is going to be coming home on this, along with a CCFL. I just think it's the perfect opportunity to try it out. Does it have rolling eyes? I don't know. Does this have rolling eyes? I'm gonna have a quick check on that before I finish up this video. Accessories, face expression. I don't know. Does it have rolling eyes? Maybe let me know in the comment section down below if he does, but I don't think he has. So if you look at this, authentic likeness Mark Hamill, no. Interesting. He seems to be looking to the left there, and then the right here. Maybe he does. kind of interested to find out now. Okay, really quickly, I want to just... This is bothering me now. Right, where... Sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure does he have rolling eyes, and now that alarm means I've got to go do something. So anyway, let me know, does he have rolling eyes in the comment section down below. I'm thinking he doesn't. So that's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know, does this guy have rolling eyes or not. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.